You've heard the phrase, you can't out-train a bad diet. And unfortunately, it's true. If you find yourself thinking now or at any point, like, gosh, I just feel like I'm doing everything right, I'm making these changes, I'm in the gym or I'm doing my workouts, whatever, and nothing is changing, there's a very good chance that your nutrition is to blame. Nutrition is hard. It's hard for anyone. It's hard for all people in this modern day society where food is just plentifully available to us, and a lot of our social gatherings are all around centered around food and alcohol and whatever else. It's particularly difficult for moms. We're dealing with picky eaters, sometimes picky spouses, not to mention the fact that the prices of groceries right now are astounding. So nutrition is difficult, and I don't want to downplay that aspect of it, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. And unfortunately, it is the thing that can really supercharge your results if you are already being consistent with your workouts. So while it's true that you can't out-train a bad diet, the good news is you don't have to be perfect 100% of the time. You don't have to get rid of all the foods you like. You don't have to just be eating kale and egg whites and almonds all the time. There's a way to do this with balance and with reasonableness about your life, but it does require you to be pretty consistent with the healthy choices that you're making in those little moments day after day after day. So this includes things like eating protein at every meal, eating enough to fuel your body and fuel your workouts. There are so many of us women, whether it's intentionally or just by the fact that our lives are really busy, that undereat and don't realize it. And that can really derail your progress, as well as cause lots of other issues and your hormones, your metabolism, all sorts of things. So making sure that you're eating enough is key. And then the third thing is just being really honest with yourself about how much balance are you actually striking. A lot of people like to follow the 80-20 rules. You're eating nutritionally 80% of the time, and then you allow yourself 20% of the time to sort of indulge a little and to have more fun with food. I am a huge proponent of that method, and it's how I like to eat as well. However, after working with tons and tons of women in this personal training space, as well as on my app, I have learned that we as human beings are very good at overestimating the amount of time we're eating nutritionally complete meals and underestimating the amount of time we're indulging. I don't think we do this on purpose. I think it's just human nature. We want to believe the best about ourselves, and so we over-index on the good things that we're doing and we under-index on the things that maybe weren't the best. But unfortunately, it's true. And therefore, we have to be really willing to take a critical view of how we're eating, how we're spending our time, and be honest with ourselves about what that looks like. There is a way to be realistic and to eat in a way that you can enjoy and that supports your wellness goals, even as a busy mom. But it takes a commitment to making those little choices that nobody's going to see but you, day in and day out, over and over and over again. And if you stray a little bit here or stray a little bit there, being willing to say okay, no big deal, I'm just going to start again today.